I'm Roland Frost, an astrologer living in Kona on the Big Island, here to fill you up with interesting information from a source you don't normally see. A source that was well respected in ancient times, astrology. So this is ancient science, and we're applying it in the modern world, and these new moons are important. Now this new moon is at 20 degrees of Libra. It's going to set off, who are we following? Mr. Trump and Hillary. So Hillary's going to have to take a back seat after this new moon, and Mr. Trump will rise up and trumpet. Anyway, as far as you're concerned, this new moon opposes Uranus, and that is problem. Here's a goodie. Mercury's going to go direct. Yes, on October 9th, and the place that it goes direct is sextile Saturn and conjuncts the North Node. So this is an excellent time. Yes, it's Monday, and Monday, well actually the moon goes by there on Sunday morning. I was going to say, sign your contracts. You know, there's going to be lots of important things come up. Mercury is Hermes. When it's stationed here lately for me, suddenly there was Hermes Trismegistus and this emerald tablet and Thoth, the old Mercury of the Egyptians, and I got to read got translations of the anyway. I won't get into it, but Mercury can give you lots of secrets. He's about words and writing and numbers, and so Sunday morning, oh boy, great time for thinking, talking, communicating, polishing your final contract offer or whatever. Anyway, up ahead, that new moon, that's going to be interesting. I hope they don't beat up more homeless people. What's it like day by day? Well, I'm going to run the moon around the edge here, and as it makes angles to these various planetary bodies, it generates the mood of the time. It's a generic mood, you know, it's not you. You could go off a little early, a little late. You might not feel some of these, depends on your personal chart. But if you're out there in public, or if you're around other people, you're going to see this kind of thing happen. Now, if you're watching the Thursday show, well, here's Thursday blocked out on the 8th. And in the morning, there was a conjunction to Venus. You were lazy and sexy, weren't you? Yeah, so there's some sweets there Thursday morning, but beware, because here comes old Saturn, and the Saturn square kicks in Thursday night, depressing, cold. You're watching the Thursday night show. Well, I'm going to do a lot of business here on this show. I should try to get you to laugh, but I don't feel like laughing much. Okay, so what goes on here Friday morning? Well, here's Mars. Venus and Mars are still tracking along together, but you see they're now 10 degrees apart. And so it's, you know, there isn't so much physicality to the sexiness. At any rate, the moon hits Mars here Friday morning. Get out and do the chores. Be a hero. Exercise. Get out and put your hands on something. That's what Mars likes. The trouble is that there's a Neptune opposition. Yeah. Where is it? Let's see, here's Saturn. He's at 2. Neptune opposition is at 7. Here's where it changes. Oh, Neptune's back. What, I got confused? No, this is... Look out. Okay, here's 10. And so the Neptune thing comes in here Friday morning too. Oh, there it is. I marked it out. So it wasn't room. Everything's getting messy. Help, help, I'm in chaos. Mercury went retrograde yesterday. Anyway, this isn't so hot. Here's Neptune and Mars. And when Neptune opposes Mars, and that's what's going on, that's like a source of ignition. Mars, he's a flame, he's a fire. Neptune is hydrocarbons, chemicals. And so this flammable gases. So this is a pretty dangerous spot here as the moon goes by Mars on Friday. And if you're going to do chores, then, well, watch out. Anything dealing with liquids, I'd be very careful. You're going to be absent-minded. It's not a good time to go play with sharps and hots Friday morning. Even the little things you do in the kitchen, you'll notice Friday, morning is going to be kind of tough. Clears up Friday night. Here's a conjunction to Jupiter just after dinner, around dinner time, and so everybody starts to laugh, and it's nice and fun, and there's a nice trine to Pluto here at the same time, all happening at 13 degrees. So there's some control and power, and looks like you fixed everything, and you're jolly, and you feel like you're back in the driver's seat again Friday night. Kind of feel that way through Saturday, the 10th, as the moon continues through Virgo. Once it hits Libra, you're in the Mercury zone. Oh boy. Yeah, Sunday morning, really early. Talk to the kids. Write down things. Write the laws, the rules, the regulations. Straighten out a lot of this stuff. Good, solid, practical sense here. We're on a budget. The timing is correct. We're communicating, and we're nurturing. And this is a good time for, let's fix the kids in our country. Free college educations. That's a good start. Sunday continues with the moon in Libra until you hit the Pluto thing. That's the square here. That's really 2 a.m. in the morning, Monday, and it's a little panicky. And there's volcanoes around, yeah. Mauna Loa is starting to quiver a little bit. Of course, that was the end of September, huh? We're kind of getting out of the zone now of the Pluto station, which was on the 24th. But you could still get some activity here and not like it. And this is power and control issues. This is territoriality. It all comes up late Sunday night, early Monday morning. And, don't let it get the better of you, because there's a new moon here Sunday in the middle of the day, and that's the time to have your ducks in line. Thing is, it opposes Uranus. My recording decks aren't working well. I don't know what to do. I got all kinds of electrical breakdowns, equipment breakdowns. I'm twisting connections and changing things, and oh boy, it's not going to get better. I can see that. This is good for a month. Electrical problems, a dislike of Uranus. Uranus. What's Uranus? Anything with electricity and anything that goes around, like motors, airplanes. You're not going to like the airplanes, the airplane industry. Going to be more trouble there. Computers and airplanes all hooked together. Computers are Uranus. So this is a month of Uranus trouble. And we'll see what happens. It's always in the connections, folks. You have a chance to fix things here just after lunch, on that new moon. But Uranus has already messed with you a bit. An hour or so before the new moon is your glitch. Oops, I got a glitch. You got to recover and get your head and get your plan going again with that Sun conjunction. Otherwise, you'd be stuck with this for a month. No fun. Moon's still in Libra as you wake up Tuesday morning, the 13th. After breakfast, it moves into Scorpio, and here is a nice sextile to Venus. Yeah, it's Tuesday night. Tuesday evening, be with somebody you love, have some sweets, relax. Wednesday morning, really early, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, here's a trine to Neptune. So this is like music and champagne time here, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, yeah. You can get out and do some stuff. Here's a sextile to Mars on Wednesday. The moon's in Scorpio, sextiling Mars. Get out and fix some stuff. There's wisdom running all over the place in the middle of the day. Here's the moon sextiling Jupiter from Scorpio. Nice. So things, got more pleasant here Tuesday afternoon, and they got to fix things on Wednesday. Not bad. Continues through Thursday. And then on Friday, the 16th, the moon shifts into Sagittarius, a mutable fire sign, and the SHIT hits the fan, because here's Saturn. Eep! That nasty old Saturn. Then you'll feel them Friday morning right away. What do you mean I can't do this or can't do that? Or there's laws or judges or lines or signs or, ugh. Mercury comes through. Listen to the kids. Communicate here about lunchtime, before lunch. That'll go fine. But here's Neptune and Venus, and they're not doing so hot. So the sweets all went sour. The pleasure wasn't what you thought. You know, she didn't really love you. She was just confused. She thought she was in a movie. Friday night. Not a time to, you got to be real serious to get through this if you're with somebody you love. Because there'll be confusion. Yeah. And even anger, as you get into 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So this is not a social time. This is a fighting time. Time you get to Saturday at breakfast here, though, here's a nice trine to Uranus. Brotherhood comes in. There's a sextile to the new moon. Hey, we can make a new start with this. We don't have to hurt those homeless people. Eek, an ET. ETs could be good for us. Who knows? Yes, there's some bad scientists, but there's some good ones. And you'll find out about that Saturday morning. And you can fix a lot of those machines. Listen up, Frost. I got to do something. Once you get a little short in a machine like this, and it keeps popping up, it's just going to, I put fans on it, I hit it with my fist. Anyway, never mind. Maybe it'll fix itself here on Saturday. A lot of stuff will. You'll feel pretty good about yourself Saturday night. Here about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning's a nice sextile to the sun. I'm getting the job done, he said. Yeah. Moon shifts in to Capricorn. Everything settles down a bit. Sunday night, here's a nice sextile to Neptune. Here's a time for church and music and the higher heart. Don't take the kids with you. Mercury is in square, and they're confused. And so, leave them at home. You're going to listen to music, put the kids in the other room with a book on Sunday night, the 18th. That's the way it is. October 2015. A last warning at Friday night, the 16th. There could be some lost girls. Love is lost. Nobody knows where they're going. It's very confusing and upsetting. All this, of course, is happening in the middle of a month when earthquakes, hurricanes, homeless people, ETs. Gosh. Anyway, I'd keep my young gals at home on Friday night the 16th. Just a word to you fathers out there.